Yes, that is exactly correct. I love that so much. So, if you could please repeat for everyone.
Recording in progress.
Aha. Repeat for everyone your name one more time, and then I will be like introducing you after that.
Peter Debenedittis.
Exactly. Peter Debenedittis. I love it. And it's great. And one of the things that had us connecting the first time we spoke. Thank you for being here on the Pink Cloud 9 video podcast show. Please tell us, Peter, a little bit more about becoming awesome, what it is, how it helps people, how long you've been doing it, and also thank you to Tracy for contacting me as well. So, Peter, let us know. How are you today and what's becoming awesome all about?
Thank you, Pink, for inviting me on your show. Glad to be here. Everyone calls me Peter D. It's a lot easier. So becoming awesome is what Tracy and I, my wife, have worked for over a decade. And we've just released an app, which is beautiful because you can now do this stuff on your phone. What is it you can do? Ascension. What's ascension? Okay. Energies are coming to the planet. Things are changing. Those who are sensitive energetically know this, right? Those who are not are feeling this sense of dread and angst. Like things are not right. What's going on here? How come I'm not feeling fulfilled doing the stuff I used to do? What's going to have to change? And the answer is always on the inside. Okay, we've been doing it for decades, social movements and all the work on the outside, and has given us great progress, but not to the degree we need. The answer's on the inside. What the Becoming Awesome Ascension program is how to connect with your inner authority, your own sacred higher self, your soul, so that you start coming from a place of sovereignty. And with that, your full being becomes present. And when your full being becomes present, anything is possible. All kinds of extraordinary skills and abilities, things like channeling, things like discernment, knowing when you're in the presence of truth or not, which is so important these days, okay? Mm-hmm. And then things like automatic knowing, downloading information. You don't have to worry about the sources that are incorrect out there. You can just start knowing the truth and moving forward and growing your life. So that's in a nutshell is the Becoming Awesome Ascension program. Pink, I covered a lot of ground there. What questions do you have about it?
Awesome. I agree with everything because as far as we already have the answers that we need inside of us. That is really the root of truth. Okay. Everything that we need is already inside of us. And that's one of the reasons that you and I connected and Tracy has contacted me and all of these things, your wife, because it's all about that consciousness. It's all about that self-awareness. All of these things are the most important thing. Anything outside of us is a distraction. It's a, pretty present in a bow or, whatever you want to call it, right? So all of the things that are outside of us are really just like distractions from getting to know ourselves, oneself, self.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I'm so happy that you're on the show today because these are really important topics.
We like calling it GPS, internal guidance system, right? Not just guidance, but guidance. Knowing that you're connected to source and you have this, and this is not about any religion, okay? Those are beautiful things. They've helped millions of people. They've done wonderful things. And look at where our planet is now. Okay, so it's not about any particular religion. It's about going a step farther so you can access this internal knowing. And once you access it, then all kinds of things start coming to you. There's a certain ease. Your mind quiets. Your ability to manifest it. Have all kinds of beautiful gifts when you need them. I mean, it was funny, you and I, the interaction we had before you scheduled me, Pink. You're saying, oh, I needed this to happen. And boom, I showed up and what you needed happened in the moment. It's just that kind of synchronicity kicks in. So you check out the link that's been provided for you, app.becomingawesome.one. You can do a free trial, 21 days. You're going to get 9 lessons. You're going to get 4 transformative processes. We can charge you hundreds and hundreds of dollars for all that, and you're going to get transformation. But our strategy is give it away. Let people feel it. And then if you want to subscribe, you'll find out the value and the price of it because you already have an experience with it. You got nothing to lose to just dive in and get all the free stuff.
Right. Yeah, no, I get it. The thing about that, like I said, I love the whole energy. Obviously it's not a religion. It's not, it's more of like a community. I get that part. The thing about it that is interesting to me in that I'm the type of person that questions everything. I question everything. I question myself all the time. Why do I do this? Why do I say this? Why do I, why? So my question to you is, what is the difference between your program and say what other people will call a cult? Because obviously that is a dangerous place to be. And that's one of the reasons why people like me are hesitant to join certain communities or certain movements, or even if I agree with everything that you said as far as the consciousness and the awareness, me joining a community is very, 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 very difficult, because I will find something that is just seems a little like what. So my question to you is, how are you not a cult?
So first of all, I think you're misconstruing the sense of community. We have a community in that we have people to be able to talk about this with each other. It's all done online. There's no joining or pledging or doing any of that. Okay. So it's not like a community in that sense. Okay. What we're trying to do is give ascension tools to the masses. All right. And let's face it, it wasn't that long ago. It's just a few hundred years ago where they burned people at the stake, killed them because they were able to sense nature around them, right? Or, all the other different skills and abilities people show. And I work with people a lot going through past life traumas, and everybody who's sensitive now, our past lives where we've been hunted and killed for our abilities, all right? That's the cult. They're the ones who've been running the show.
I get it.
We're trying to get freedom for people to be and express who they are. There's no membership. There's no pledging. There's no subscribing. There's always asserting that you are your own inner authority, that you are a fractal piece of God, whatever you want to call it, and therefore that makes you divine, and that means your authority should be accessed and questioned. Does this sit right with me? And when people get to that point, instead of checking with the powers that be tell them, then the world transforms.
Yeah, I get it. And like I said, I agree, and you have, answered it perfectly, because it is about you and your becoming and your awareness. It's not like joining a community, commune, or whatever you want to call it. It's just kind of like having these tools of awareness that most people have no clue what they are, because they were never taught those things. And so
most people can't even discern when the guy on the TV is lying to them. All right? They can't even discern that when it's in their face. And then we're taught, trust the experts. You don't know. Okay. And so we're continually fed with these lines of why you're not sovereign, why you don't have the ability to make your own decisions. You should let them run the show. Once you get to the place where you can understand that you are a sovereign being, then all kinds of skills and abilities kick in. All that extra sensory stuff that we used to poo-poo in the media, right? Remember, they're paid to poo-poo your thing. Yet we all have it. I had a hunch. I had a gut feeling. I knew that, right? And yet we're taught to discount that. I just want to bring that back into the public consciousness, and I'm not ashamed to sit there and say, yeah, this is wild stuff. This is woo-woo. I live in Santa Fe, New Mexico. If you don't know your past lives, you got nothing to talk about at the grocery store. Okay, so I'm not holding any of this stuff back, because this is where we're heading. The ability to discern information, the ability to communicate. You're seeing it more and more. Different podcasts like the telepathy tapes and stuff. People are able to reach out beyond what we consider normal, right? And we want to see the whole planet transform. That's why we created the Becoming Awesome Ascension program. You can do it on your phone. It's not quite ready yet. It's going to be, mobile app's going to be downloaded in a few weeks. But we got to the point now where you can do ascension. People used to decades, go thousands of miles. And now it's like, we do it. Tracy and I, we literally each spent over $100,000 in 20 years to travel the planet to learn what we're putting on this app that you can get for $1,000.
Right. Yeah. And I love the prices, by the way, because honestly, they're very, very, very doable. I'm actually looking at the price page of your app website right now. And so this would be a great time to explain what a investment of $259 a month would look like. Obviously, the information is there, but if you want to vocalize it, that would be great. I love how, you are able to, say, this is what it is, and it's good for you, and you either take it or you don't take it. That's really the bottom line of everything.
Right.
I'm the type of person, I won't even have, I don't have a website. I will not create a website because I am decentralized. I am me, myself, and I, lone wolf, whatever you want to call it. That's it. The end. I don't want to be a part of any community at all because I feel that sometimes, and I'm not saying, I'm not discounting.
Gypsy. I love it.
I'm not discounting this in the least. What I'm saying is, I'm explaining why I'm the type of person that absolutely cannot be involved and congregate with only one movement or one thing, right? Yeah. And then also, if people really think about it, it's not like y'all are gonna be getting together in a room and drink some weird Kool-Aid, That's not happening. First of all, that's not happening. And second of all, what you said earlier is so true, because let me tell you something. When somebody speaks into the TV, into the microphone, into the commercial ad, I'm thinking to myself, that lady's lying over there. She's lying. All she wants to have is money and subscribers, and she's lying, he's lying, they're all lying, I'm lying, we're all lying, we're human. That's what we do. We benefit ourselves in the best way we can. But see, that's the selfish ego that a lot of people need to strip away from. And what is the bottom line root here is, this is how you become stripped away from the ego and the pride and the selfishness, because that is hurting each individual.
Yeah, I want to be authentic, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I want everybody listening and watching to subscribe because I want to make some money. I'm going to be authentic.
Of course,
okay?
we all do. A little bit here, a little bit there.
Yeah. Now, having said that, I'm doing an incredible amount of service, and you've got a lot of opportunities here. If you did the $259 a month package, that's for you to, if you're really going to go fast and move through stuff, and that's beautiful. So you don't have to get a long commitment, The thing is, when I work with individual clients, and when I touch into, because I have the ability to channel, and I talk to people's souls and stuff like that. So I'll touch in with their soul, and so I'll get the whole picture of what's going on. And, it's not like Western medicine. Here, take a pill. It's not like church or exercise. It's not like that, okay? Mm-hmm. You have to have skin in the game and work it. And Spirit's always telling me that most people, it's 3 to 5 months of working for 20 minutes a day, 4 or 5 days a week to clear your backlog. That's what you're really doing. All the heavy densities, suppressed emotions, the sadness, the griefs that you did not deal with, all the mental beliefs about not good enough. It takes people several months to get that. And it's not like, everybody says, I want to be a new me, but then the new me shows up and they freak out, right? And they lock that person up. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you need to move at a little gradual pace. That's why we've got the 6-month program. That's ideal. It's $1,295. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be at a good pace. And you're going to get things like awakening, where your mind quiets and you have these abilities, okay? Mm-hmm. And that's a bargain for $1,200, mm-hmm. Okay? So, yes, there's a financial component. Yes, we have not moved to an abundance economy yet. I'm still trying to make a living, pay rent.
Exactly.
And I understand the service aspect. The more I give, the more I receive. That's the rules of the universe. And so we've tried to give you so much here. And do the 21-day free trial. Free.
Right.
9 lessons, 4 transformative processes. You'll know whether or not I'm just full of garbage or whether or not I'm speaking something that's resonant.
Exactly. Excellent. Okay. Perfectly said. We are coming to the end of time here in particular, but I really appreciate you being here and being so open and transparent about this. It's so important, and you know, but there's really only you know only a little bit we can spread the seeds about. But again, it's all about what's inside coming outwards, not outside going inwards. That is a dangerous spot to where people are just consuming outwardly and empty on the inside.
I want everyone listening to this to just take a breath, tap in, and then you'll know. Is this something to look at, or is this just an interesting conversation where Peter and Pink spoke for 15 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
And you'll know, and you'll tap into your guidance, and that's the first step. And then you'll see. And that's really, if you get nothing else out of this 15 minutes, you get nothing else, you've got this opportunity to connect with your inner self and make a judgment based on how you feel, not what you think. That's the big thing. My mind's spinning.
Mm-hmm.
That's just reaction for most people. A lifetime of garbage in, garbage out. But feel it, breathe into your heart, and you'll know what's perfectly correct for you.
Exactly. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Peter, for being here. Please say hello to your lovely wife, Miss Tracy. Thank everyone for listening, for having an open mind. Do the 21-day, for free for trial. And also you have that affiliate program.
You don't even need a credit card for the free trial. That's how serious we are.
That's awesome. And also there's the affiliate link. So if you really feel moved by it, you can be like, hey, look, there's an affiliate link, which tell us a little bit more about the affiliate link before I log off.
Okay. So that's something that Pink generated. And it means that 20% of the sale is going to end up in her pocket. And so,
well, I haven't signed up yet because I wanted to have this conversation with you first. But my question is, if I were to sign up for the affiliate program, what does that look like? Say I sign somebody up and then I get how much percentage of that sign up?
Okay. So you create a unique link that traces back to you that's good for 3 years. So for 3-year period, anybody that clicks on that link and signs up, it gets traced back to you. And then 20% of any sale. So it tracks you even past the free trial. So, and so anybody can become an affiliate if you're
right. Yeah, that was the point. Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was the point of my question was, if they were to decide to sign up and also as an affiliate, what would they, gain or get from the whole situation?
So
myself,
it's also repeating sales. So it's 20% each time a person, like if they're doing a monthly thing, each month it'd be 20%, or if they do something later, that kind of stuff. That's the deal.
Cool. No, and I think that's completely fair. I am really bad about recruiting people to do certain things and this, that, the other. Unless I'm just and then there have been times where I have, said, oh, you should try this, you should try that. And then all of a sudden it's like, oof, now I feel bad for having, promoted that when all of a sudden it kind of just blew up in my face. Now, I'm not saying that's about this particular, I'm just saying in the past, I have promoted things that.
That's the free trial.
Right.
All right. You're going to know from experience, and then you're going to know whether it's right for you or whether to recommend to anyone else. And
exactly.
That's the whole thing, is we want this to be grounded in people's reality and experience, not sales hype, not about making money, but how can we get more consciousness spread on earth, one to another? That's how it's going to grow exponentially.
Exactly. And that's why I didn't sign up for it or anything, because I wanted to get the information first. And also, it's, for me, it's always better to promote something that cost zero, right? Just because, obviously I promote other things like coffee and fighting gear for women and things like that. But then again, like you said, this is not an abundance economy. It's a money economy. It's a capitalist economy. So we still need money to survive and live and eat and, have a home and all of these things. So until we get to the barter system, here we are, right?
Well, Pink, this is what I love about you. You're just totally transparent. And that's it. You can't ask for anything else. It's like, get to see you, get to appreciate you. how can you not love you? Right? So I just totally love it. And now everybody who's listening knows all of this, our finances, all of it is out there, and they'll make the best choice.
Exactly. Cool deal. Well, thank you so much. Again, please say hello to your wife, Tracy, for me. And we'll speak soon. Stay in contact. And everyone, thank you for listening and for having an open mind and an open heart and an open soul. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the day. Be kind to other people online, in person, and also be kind to yourself. Thank you so much. I'm turning off all of the, buttons right now, all of the recording buttons. And that actually can take a few minutes because
It's all good.
you just don't know how long these devices will load for, not load for,